it's a very weird thing because you're thinking about retirement now, and you're very close to the end of your career. Nobody else. I don't know anybody else that's in the position that Daniel Cormier is in. Do you want to hear an exclusive? I want to hear an exclusive.
I've been. There's a fight in the works for myself, and I've gotten to the end of the day to tell the UFC whether or not I'm taking it.
Wait a minute. So there's a fight in the works right now.
There's a fight in the works. There's an offer that's been made for me, and I've got and in all fairness to the UFC, I've been kind of taking my time to give them an answer. So I've gotten to the end of the day to give them an answer.
Can you tell us who it is?
No, I can't. I can't do that. I can't. Can you? What's the word? I can't burst the bubble before the bubbles even appear.
Well, no, okay, so that's fine. But can you do me a favor? While I'm on the just text it to me right now, and then I can give you my reaction to it in real time. Okay, that's kind of fun.
I'm doing it right now. Okay. It's not fun for the viewer though. It's kind of weird for the viewer.
Yeah, no, it's not weird for the viewer. No, not at all.
All right, hold on.
Let's see. This is going to be interesting.
Well, is it or isn't it? I'm kind of intrigued to see your.
Okay, all right. So all right. Well, already now I haven't looked at it yet. It's somebody that you're not that excited about. Just by your reaction right there, you're not super excited about this offer.
All right, come on. No. It was a mutual thing.
Ooh.
Doggy. Don't allude, Lewis.
I'm not alluding.
You're the master of alluding.
I am the master of illusion. You're right.
In fact, you're not the master of alluding. You're the master at getting me 5 minutes later to get. In fact, I'm the worst at just fucking saying it. So I can't discuss it. I've got to show, respect to the UFC, the organization, the matchmakers, etc., etc. So we might have some news, we might not. I'm just debating whether or not I take the fight because for me, obviously, for those people that can see, I have a bad eye. And my wife doesn't want me to continue fighting. My manager doesn't want me to continue fighting. I see out of that eye, but not as well as I used to. And I'm still a young man. So that's kind of the reason why I didn't want to do a video podcast. And it's kind of the reason now why I may hang the gloves up. And my wife and manager and friends and people close to me say, Mike, what do you want to do that for? You've done it. You had the belt, yada, yada, yada. Don't want to list my accomplishments. I've done it. I've done what I set out to achieve. I kind of want to go and do one last fight in England, and they're like, yeah, so what? 5 years from now or even a year from now, people are going to forget about all that. And if you injure yourself even more, but you can injure yourself in any fight, regardless of whether or not you're at 100% health or not. So so that's where we're up to, and I don't know. I'm killing the rest of the time doing a podcast with you, not really giving it any thought, but we may or may not have some news tomorrow.
I mean, let me ask you a question. The pros and cons here. Like, you really think about that. Like, because I'm not, you have your fucking wife and your family, and like my fucking opinion on this shit means nothing, right? You have the people that are closest to you that obviously, their opinion means the most to you in the world. What is the...
No, Lewis, your opinion means more to me than everyone.
All right, you know what? Goddamn right, I knew it. I was really just fishing for the compliment. Michael, we're going to England.
Carry on.
We're going to England, and we're doing Dan Henderson 3. That's it. I told him. I spilled the beans.
We're doing the podcast. Yeah, Dan Henderson 3. We're doing the podcast live from the weigh-ins.
Look, why would you want to do one more fight? What's the benefit of it? Besides, obviously there's a payday. Is that it though? I mean, is it a farewell?
All right. So there's the payday. I've got some lawsuit bullshit that's still going on. I don't know if you're aware of this, but lawyers are very expensive.
Yeah, I have TMZ.
There's also one doesn't want to go out on the last fight, being my lasting impression on my MMA career. Also, I kind of feel that I owe it to the UK fans because they were so supportive throughout my career, and I always envisaged in my mind having that retirement fight in London, and there it is. It's on a plate. I just need to take it, but everyone around me is telling me not to. So, unfortunately, the UFC they've been very understanding. They've been great. Mick Maynard, the matchmaker, has been very kind. But now it's time to give them an answer. I've messed them around for long enough.
So you're deciding very soon, like whether or not it's not even like who you're fighting. Let me ask you a question: is it this person, or you're retiring? Is this kind of like the last like option here? Because I like this fight, by the way.
Yeah, I like the fight as well.
I really like the fight. I really, to be honest with you.
Fight or retire. Yeah, it's not a case of the time or the opponent or anything like that. It's either am I going to continue fighting or am I not? I promised my wife a long time ago that I was done fighting. Promised a ton of people, but I still seem to be slogging on and doing it, you know. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, even though it's my podcast, I don't want to spend the whole time talking about me. Maybe we'll have an announcement tomorrow. Maybe we won't. Bigger dude, I see you looking lean these days. I wouldn't say you're bigger. You're kind of looking slim.
No, I haven't. Dude, getting sick like that. I just ate horribly and fucking didn't work out. But I'm back now. I'm filming a thing in February, so that's the greatest thing when you got to film something. It gets you right back in shape.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I just, as I said, I was in New York last week. I flew to New York on Wednesday. I had 2 days there on some business. Then I went to Toronto. I was there. But I stayed in 3 different hotels. I slept on my friend's couch, my buddy's house. It was a pain in the ass. Obviously, you're on the road. I tried to get a workout. Well, my plan was to work out every day. I took my workout stuff once. Once I worked out, you're with your friends. You go out for dinner, you know, you don't, it's hard to eat healthy, especially when you go to a good restaurant and everybody's eating fabulous things and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll try that, try this. You know, there's a bit of alcohol involved as well. And then you feel like shit the next day. But then you're busy. You got a schedule. There's a reason why you went to these places. So then you're doing something else. So, hey, babe, I'll take a coffee, please. My sister just walked in. Yeah, it's not easy. And I'll tell you right now, Lewis, I'm done drinking. I'm never drinking again. Ever.
I don't even slightly believe you. I think you're going to drink tonight.
I know. I know. And you're right not to believe me because I've said this before. I've been in this position. But, you know, at least I have the want. You know what I mean? So if I fail, which more than likely I'm going to fail, of course I am, because I'm not an alcoholic. If I was an alcoholic, then you can't even have one drink, then I'd be more inclined, but just purely for health reasons, for productivity levels, you know, just for the way I look, feel, my head, the hangovers, I don't want to drink anymore. So I'm saying right now I'm not going to drink. I haven't had a drink in 3 days, Lewis.
3 days, yeah.
I'm going to North Carolina this week. I just got back from a trip yesterday, and I leave to North Carolina tomorrow.
What do you do in North Carolina?
There's a UFC event. On Big Fox, on Fox National.
Is that Saturday?
This Saturday, yeah. So we're doing the pre-fight show, post-fight show, weigh-in show. We're doing all that. So I just got back yesterday. I feel terrible on the family. Got back yesterday, and then I leave tomorrow, unfortunately. But we leave a day early because I'm going to be doing something with NASCAR. Going to be in the pace car or something like that. They're going to drive us around.
Maybe I'll go. Is there fucking that event's not sold out, right?
I very much doubt it. I don't know. Maybe there's a crazy fan base in North Carolina. Get yourself down there, Lewis. Let's
do a fucking pod, doggy. We'll do some podcasting.
Let's do it, bud. Come on.
I don't think I have anything going on Saturday night. I think maybe I will.
I'll get you a ticket.
Fuck yeah, you will.
I'll get you 2 tickets. How's that?
Look at Harrington. Harrington's face just lit the fuck up. This little jolly, jolly bitch.
Well, don't bring Bobby. No offense, Bobby, because Bobby doesn't know his fucking ass from a fucking podcast set up to save his life. Hey, can we talk about this? You guys came out here last week to set everything up, and you didn't do anything. So at the start of this stream, it looked like I was pathetic. But really, come on.
First of all,
Bobby, I'm throwing you under a bus, Bobby.
I look. People don't even know. We should put that out as a bonus. The whole beginning of that fucking show.
Don't do it.
Because we did like 10 minutes of podcasting. Michael Bisping was furious. Just like, I mean, and I can tell when Mike's in a bad mood. He starts like moving the mic around, fucking banging it for no reason. Just fucking. I
started to sweat profusely. This is one thing that I do. I get hot and bothered. I sweat. And I try and have a much better handle on my emotions these days. Which I think I do for the most part, but you witnessed it firsthand. I can go from 0 to 100,
dude,
amazingly fast. It's quite the skill I have. I can just at the drop of a hat, I can go, you know?
We're the same guy, but the difference is I'm not a cage fighter. So I have a cage fighter personality, but I just don't have the ability to go kick ass that way. So it gets me into trouble sometimes.
I'm just texting you something right now.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Michael Bisping has accepted the Jorge Masvidal fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jorge Masvidal. No, do you know what? I'm actually amongst many things that I'm trying to do with my life. I'm trying not to drink, because nothing good comes out of drinking. It doesn't. You feel like shit the next day. You spend money. You talk shit. You act like an asshole. You know, and maybe you're not productive the next day. Especially when you're in my position. See, I don't have like yourself, a classic 9-to-5 job. And if I feel shitty the next day, I can choose not to do things, you know, and I find myself doing that, which I don't like. I don't like that side of me. So I'm trying to eradicate that.
Gotta start smoking, dude. That's it, man.
Again?
Once you retire, why don't you start smoking weed? I know that you've mentioned having kids and whatnot, but it's a different time now as well. I really believe this.
Yeah, weed, crack, smack, heroin. I'm going in for it. You know, I'm going to develop. I'm not going to drink, but I'm going to develop a full-on drug problem.
No, you do a little edibles once in a while. You get a little vape pen. You'll relax. You're not going to fucking get into any trouble.
I'm joking. Yeah. You know, I mean, listen, I'm not a closed-minded fool. Far from it, Lewis. But I just, you know, choose not to discuss certain things like that. Obviously, I got teenage kids, you know, and this is a very, very impressionable time for them right now. My son is 16, my daughter's 14. Let's just say, you know, it hasn't always been plain sailing, and they're around, so I'm whispering. But, you know, I don't want to say that anybody's been doing anything bad, but maybe somebody has been doing something bad. And me advocating such things on a podcast, Lewis, certainly doesn't give me grounds to fucking lecture them. So let's move on from that.